Alright, so welcome back to another installment of I'm Only Human podcast. It's football season again, so we definitely have to base most of my episodes on football. Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about Inter Miami versus DC Dallas. Alright, so I think I think that Messi is one of the most brilliant footballers in this world. Yeah. So I think that as much as we compare him and Ronaldo, he's way past Ronaldo. He's the only player I see in football nowadays that you can actually build a side around or use him alone to bring the side definitely on his back. He's done it with Argentina and with the World Cup, and now he's doing it with Inter Miami. When I first saw the rumor that he was going to Inter Miami, I was shocked because I was saying why he's going to end his career at Inter Miami, and he can do a lot more in Europa. Again, about I probably want a different challenge, and probably like the deal that he got from them. So I think that he's a very outrageous player, to bring Argentina on his back. He's 36. I honestly think he can play up to 38. To be honest, I think that if he stayed in Europe, he could have at least have 2 great seasons. Based on his stats at PSG and his last 2 seasons at PSG, I think that he could have stayed in Europe and performed at a high level as he's doing now. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to jump into the match. Alright, so the match ended 4-4 and went in penalties. Alright, so it was a brilliant performance from Messi. As you can see, his ratings, it's 9.4, 2 goals, especially a beautiful free kick. I think he's the best free kick taker in football history. And I think he can help to bring this side to win this cup. There are quarterfinals now, and I think they can win it. I think once Messi is playing, they can win it. I think Inter Miami, the biggest striker goal went to Inter Miami was Higuain, and he have roughly about 20-something goals out of 40 matches or something like that. But I think that once they start playing back the league matches, I know that Messi is going to pass him out. Because I think they're actually at last in their league, 15 on 18 points. And I think that Messi can make a tremendous difference. And I think this is going to be their first cup. I think this is going to be their first league cup. If they can make it to the final. As I said before, once Messi is playing, they're going to make it to the finals. And I think that wait. Once you reach this far in my video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're a Lionel Messi fan, give this video a thumbs up. If you're also a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. Alright, so back to the video. So as I was saying now, so I'm gonna jump into the stats of that match, do a good review on it. I know most of you watch the match already, but this was my take on it. Alright, so the possession on the match was 66 from Inter Miami, 34 from DC Dallas. Total shots on target was 5 from Miami, 4 from DC. And overall shots was 12 each. So 12 shots for Inter Miami, 12 shots for DC Dallas. I honestly think that Alba and Sergio Busquets made a big difference in this side. They surely does. And I think that MLS and Saudi Arabia League is going to be one of the most what would I say? I definitely know Saudi Arabia League is going to be more interesting now that plenty of star players is down there, and they're also progressing in terms of the views they get. So I think that the football is really evolving in certain countries. Although it's roughly about a handful of players that left in this transfer season to go at MLS. But I think over a period of time, MLS is going to always grow, because you're going to find out that older players are always going to go there for the experience, and also for the experience. And for the Saudi Arabia League, I think that most of them are going to the club basically because of money. So if you can get a good offer, there's no problem leaving the Europe and going to the Saudi Arabia League for a better pay. But I think that Saudi Arabia League is not going to be ever like Premier League or La Liga or Bundesliga. It might have more star there, but Bundesliga and La Liga, Premier League, they're one of the most watched league, and that's one of the league where most most of star footballers from. So I honestly don't think Saudi Arabia League can compare to any one of those leagues. Well, it's going to be more star there, yes, but the title is always going to be bigger than Saudi Arabia League, because a Saudi Arabia side cannot be in the Champion League, and Champion League is one of the biggest competition in football history. You get me? So this was my review on the Lionel Messi at Inter Miami. I think that if he can spend at least 2 years, even 2 years, if he can spend at least 1 year at Inter Miami, he's going to create a lot of issue down there. He's going to break records. First of all, he's going to break the record for the most goals at Inter Miami that was set by Higuain. You get me? So he's going to break that in this season. So if he can stay for 2 seasons, he's going to set. There's no idea what records he can set. But I definitely know that if he was at the club for the starting of the season, they definitely would have been up in the top 3. But nonetheless, they're going to get there eventually, because he's going to literally bring them on their back to get there. You get me? So